Do you want to get better at manual driving? Then this is the video that's going to show you exactly what to do to be a better driver when it comes to a manual car. Let's go. So most learners, when they first start learning to drive, don't understand when they should press the clutch first when it comes to stopping and when they should brake first. Now, to make it simple, if you're in second gear or above, when you're stopping, you should brake first. And if you're in first gear, when you're stopping, you should be pressing the clutch first. Let me show you what I mean. So right now I'm in second gear and I'm coming up to a stop here. So I'll press my brake first, and then once the RPMs get to like 1,000, then I'll put my clutch down because I'm in second gear. Even if I was in third or fourth, I'll do the same thing. But if I'm in first gear, I'll clutch first, and let me show you why. But if you're stopping in first gear, you can see the RPMs are already below 1,000. So if I'm braking first and then try to press the clutch after, it's not gonna work, because when you're in first gear and driving slowly, the RPMs are already around 1,000 anyway, so the car's gonna struggle if you don't press the clutch. So instead of doing it like that, you should be, when you're coming to a stop in first, especially going really slowly, you should be pressing the clutch first. So like here, there are RPMs already going to below 1,000, so I should be pressing the clutch first. And then that way, it doesn't shake anymore, it's not gonna stall. And then again here, clutch first, and then I'll use my brake. And this way, it's a lot smoother, the car's not struggling, and you don't stall that way. So right now I'm on a really steep hill, so steep that if I release the handbrake, you see, the car rolls back straight away because it's so steep. Now, when it comes to moving off on the hill, if the clutch is powerful enough in your car, you can actually use the foot brake technique, which is getting the biting point first while your foot is on the brake, and then when it's safe, going straight to the gas and adding gas to move off. Now, if your clutch is not that strong in some cars, this is not going to work, because in a lot of cars, as soon as you get to the biting point and you try to move off, you're going to stall. A way that's going to work on every single car, even if your car has got a weak clutch or a strong clutch, is by using the handbrake technique. And then this way, you can set a bit of gas before you get the biting point, bring the clutch up to the biting point, and you can see the car dip down a bit. So now you've got the gas on and the biting point, and then when it's safe, you release the handbrake, and then you would move with the gas and the clutch on. That way you're much less likely to stall, and it also works on every single car. Now in this video, I like to run little competitions. So last time the person that won was this person here. If you want to win from this video, just tell me in the comments how many times do I say the word gas, and you could be a winner. Otherwise, let's get into the video. So when it comes to moving off, a lot of people, when they start to learn to drive, they will move the car off with just the clutch and no gas. So right now I'm using only the clutch and no gas. So it's possible to do it like this, but you can see it's quite jerky, and it's also slow as well. Once I got into the road, the car went a bit slower, and then I had to put on the gas to make it go faster. A better way would be to use the gas and the clutch together at the same time as you're moving off. Let me show you. So this time when I'm moving off, I'm going to use the gas as well and the clutch. So you can see it's going to be much smoother and a lot faster as well. So once I get a gap here, I'm adding gas already. So you see the gas is between 1 and 2 RPMs, or 2,000 RPMs, and then I can increase my speed and then change gears. And that way it's a lot faster and it's a lot smoother. When it comes to gearing down, you're going to hear some people say you got to gear down step by step, or one gear by gear. So let's say we're coming up to these lights here. They'll tell you to go into third first, and then into second, and then eventually, if you're stopping or going really slow, into first. Now, that's a lot of steps, and you don't need to do it like that. Let me show you a different way, which is a lot more efficient and a lot easier. Okay, so now I'm in fourth again, and I'm approaching a roundabout, but this time I'm not going to go through 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to skip I'm going to skip 3 and go straight to 2, and then make the turn if it's safe. And if it's not, then I'll go into 1. Let me show you. I'm going to turn left first exit. So center mirror, left mirror. Bear in mind I'm in fourth right now, but I can't take this in fourth. So I'm going to go from fourth straight to second, and then because the car's there, now I can go into first. You don't need to go through every single gear one by one. So I've heard some people saying that they're taught to always press the clutch first, no matter what gear they're in. Let me know in the comments, is this how you're being taught to drive by your instructor or whoever's teaching you to drive? Are they teaching you to press the clutch first, no matter what, or are they teaching you to brake first in some of the gears? Let me know in the comments below. There are going to be some roads where it's not sharp enough to take it in 2, but it's also not slow enough for 1. In this case, so the car's rumbling a bit, I can just press my clutch down a little bit, and then once I make the turn, add a bit of gas. So before I made the turn, the car was rumbling because it was a bit too slow for second, but not slow enough for first. So therefore, I just pressed the clutch down a little bit, and then that smoothed it out a little bit. And once I went around the corner, added a bit of gas, and then carried on. Now, some people will tell you that's coasting. It's not coasting. This is what coasting will look like. So if I'm turning left into this turn here, and then I just put my clutch down all the way, and then I make my turn like this, and you see the car's going faster, and it's a bit out of control. That would be considered coasting. But if you just bring the clutch down a little bit to make the car drive smoother, and then bring it up again with it under control, it's not coasting. When it comes to where you put your clutch, sometimes you see, especially new drivers, they'll have their foot down here and they'll drive around like this. And this is okay until you get into a situation where you have to use your clutch quickly. The issue with having your foot down here is because often learners will forget, and then when they're coming to a stop or coming to a situation where they need the clutch, they'll realize too late, and then before they know it, they've stalled. So now the car is stalled. Not a good idea. To avoid that, really, you should have your foot near the clutch as you're driving. Let me show you what I mean. So this time, instead of having my foot around here, I'll have my foot near the clutch so that if I need it, I can press it straight away. Let me show you. So now if something happens, like I've got to slow down for this person here, and if I have to change gear, my clutch is ready. And then as I get to the lights, if I have to come to a full stop, my foot is ready near the clutch. All I have to do now is press the clutch down when it's time to do so, and therefore it's much easier, and I'm much less likely to forget as well. So last time I asked people where they're watching from, and it's so nice to see we have lots of people from all over the world: Chile, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Egypt, Poland, France, America, Canada, all over the place. So let me know in the comments, where are you watching from? Because I love to see where all you guys are from. Let me know in the comments exactly where you are watching from. Now, when you come to a full stop like this, so a lot of people, they'll say to you, you should go into neutral and then put your handbrake on. But as you can see, when you do like this, it takes you time to then get the car ready again. And sometimes you can get left behind. A much easier way would be, once you've stopped, to keep your car in gear and with your foot on the brake. If you want to, you can also leave it with you can also put your handbrake on and come off the brake. But I'd recommend, if you're new to driving especially, have your car in gear with your clutch down, ready to move off. And a lot of people say this is bad for the car, but I've had this car for 10 years now, and I've taught all my learners to do the same thing. I drive the same way as well, and it's still working fine. So you can do it that way, especially when you're beginning, because it's going to make it much easier. So this way, when the light changes, all you have to do then, come off the brake, get the biting point, add some gas, and you can move off easily without any stress. So I hope you found those tips useful. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe. We're almost at our target of 100,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button and join us on this driving journey. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.